Good news. At a rally in Texas on Saturday, Donald Trump came the closest he ever has to revealing that he is running again in 2024. Let's get into this. Hello, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Rich, and in this episode of RPW Media, we're going to be discussing what is becoming more and more a probability instead of a possibility that Donald Trump is running again in 2024. Now, supporters crowded the Robstown, Texas rally, holding up Save America signs and breaking into the chants of USA, USA, and Let's Go Brandon. It wouldn't be a Trump rally without it, right? On Saturday night, Trump did a rally in Texas to help MAGA Republicans in their campaigns, including Ken Paxton for Attorney General and Dan Patrick for Lieutenant Governor. At one point, Trump pointed to the crowd and said, "This is a protest." Now, people who love him and people who hate him have all been anxiously waiting to see if he's going to officially declare his bid for the presidency in 2024. I think tonight he did something really close. Now, there are other Republicans who have declared that they are running, including Mike Pompeo, who served lastly as Trump's Secretary of State. He indicated that he's going to run whether Trump runs or not. Now, I like Pompeo, but he would be crushed along with everybody else if Trump really announces that he's running, because Trump would win the primary hands down, and he would win the 2024 election hands down. But that is if we are allowed to have a free and fair election. Do you remember those, folks? Remember those? So Trump referred to the January 6th committee at the rally as the unselect committee of political hacks and thugs, because they are. And if you've been paying attention and watching the news on what they do, then you know it too. And Trump said, all we do is investigate, and he's right. They do nothing but investigate people that will beat them in the next election, instead of trying to fix the things that are the problems that the Democrats themselves have caused. Their policies have caused a hell of a lot of harm to an awful lot of Americans. Now, during their time on that committee, Trump said there's been no investigation for election integrity because they don't care, or why Nancy Pelosi refused the National Guard on that day, January 6, 2021. And there's ample evidence that Trump offered National Guard security for the Capitol that day, and the administration said that they were turned down time and time again. The entire week leading up to January 6th, they made numerous offers. Well, let's watch Trump in his own words to say whether he's running or not.
By far. And now, in order to make our country successful, safe, and glorious again, I will probably have to do it again.
That's the closest he's come to saying he's running. So you know he's running.
Thank you very much, everyone.
So this is the best evidence we have yet that Trump will run again in 2024. But earlier in his speech, he did make a point to say we have to see how the midterm elections go. So the point is, don't take for granted that the Republicans will take the House and possibly the Senate back. I mean, you never know what's going to happen between now and then. You don't know if we're going to have a free and fair election. Your vote in this election is the most important vote you can cast in your entire life. Because if the Democrats get away with it twice, then they will stop at nothing to do what they do to win elections. The unfairness of it is palpable. So your vote is needed to stop the onslaught on all of our freedoms. The 2022 midterm elections, if nothing else, is a referendum on whether Americans like being censored and having their free speech blocked. It's about, do you like being lied to so obviously by your elected leaders about things that will affect your life and the lives of your children, and you know damn right well they know that you know they're lying and they don't care? Do you like having inflation that makes you have to change the direction of the decisions that you have to make on how to raise your family? I mean, do you like gasoline at over $4 a gallon? Because, folks, it's going to go up way higher if they win these midterms. So I'm going to put a link to this story down in the description, but please visit rpwmedia.com to read all of our stories. So that's it. Thanks for being with us, and we will see you in the next one. Thanks for spending this time with us. You can read all of our stories at rpwmedia.com, where you can send us news tips on stories that you think we should be writing about. You can also join our newsletter, where you'll get the latest commentary and opinion by our writers. Take care.